Good morning. Day 14. Our challenge is running ahead at full speed. We're almost at the halfway mark. I hope you've been having half as good of a time as I have been. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite and possibly most life-changing mindfulness activities. But before we jump into that, I just want to let you know real quick about a half-day retreat that we're hosting this Sunday. I believe if I'm getting the dates right, it's the 17th. It will run both for the East Coast starting at 7 a.m. and for the West Coast at 7 a.m. They'll run concurrently. Very limited space. We're only doing 6 slots for each, the East Coast and the West Coast. We sit for 2 hours together. We have a short 20-minute service. Then we have some quiet reflection time, reading, mindful walking, and then another 2 hours of meditating. Great way to stretch your practice a little bit, to really find that still place and sit with a few of your friends. We close with a little bit of a chance to debrief with our other retreat participants. Like everything we do at New Leaf, whenever possible, this is free, but it is limited. So email me at Anthony@New Leaf Meditation Project if you would like to participate. Hope to see you on Sunday. Wonderful quote that I came across recently. I'm pretty sure it was a meme on Facebook. And it was something roughly of the lines, I discovered communication wasn't the problem, but in fact comprehension was the issue. And I love that. And the reason I care about this is mindful listening is probably one of the things that has come out of my meditation practice that has most improved my relationships with the people I care about, has made me a better friend. I can participate more fully at work, and not letting words bounce off me, but maybe I'm comprehending a little more deeply. So what is mindful listening? Like the other mindful activities that we did this week, it starts with our breath awareness meditation practice. So instead of putting the breath in the center of our practice, using the breath as our anchor, we get distracted, we return to the breath. We're going to use our mindfulness activity, and in this case, it's mindful listening. I think this is the most challenging of any of them. And the reason why is when you're talking with somebody, nearly impossible to not be narrating, commenting on it, preparing what we're going to be saying in our head. I bet $1 as you're listening to this right now, you've got a little bit of that chatter going on. So our mindfulness practice allows us to take these skills off the meditation cushion and into the scenario. So a little bit harder to kind of control this, right? We can't kind of sit in a quiet place and try this mindfulness activity. We're going to bring this out into our life today. So I encourage you to try to find different opportunities that when you're engaging with somebody at work or in your family life or a friend, really try to be aware of that sort of discursive, judgmental, narrating mind. And when you notice it, there's no need to be judgmental. Our brain gets set off by these associations and will naturally run in a million directions. We're simply going to let our distractions aside, and we're going to place our attention fully and completely on the experience of listening to our friend, coworker, or family member. I think about this a lot in the context of my mother. Mother and I have always gotten along well. We would go on walks. When I lived out of state, I would give her calls pretty regularly. And I get really excited when I listen to her. She's talking about something interesting. She has a thoughtful perspective. And I get this amen choir. I'll almost start interrupting her. Like, that's exactly right. And usually because I have something that, I'd like to respond with. And this activity of mindful listening, which is really supported by my day-to-day meditation practice and comes much more naturally, has allowed me to be a lot more present for those conversations with my mother. I'm not narrating as much. I'm not getting distracted and missing bits and pieces of it. I'm really being able to experience that conversation. And we all know our time with our loved ones is pretty special and fleeting. So really value being able to take advantage of that. So mindful listening, it's a challenging one, but I wish you luck. as we've been doing through this challenge. If you haven't sat yet today, come sit with us right now for 3 minutes. Happy Thursday, everybody. I hope your practice continues to be strong and go well. Remember, I'm here as a resource if you want somebody to process what you're going through, or if you have some questions, need a little bit of help. And a reminder that Sunday is our half-day retreat, and we're taking registration by email, anthony@newleafmeditation.org. See you guys soon.